whatever the heck amount you want, okay? So that's usually what I do. 2 cupfuls, 5 of these, which is...
What's all the hype about with this guy and his anabolic
So a
cookbook?
lot of this stuff.
Well, he has the same name as me, so let's at least check it out. So we got the Ultimate Anabolic Cookbook. Okay, we got a little notes section. Let's make sure no broccoli. And let's check it out. Good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. I'm having a morning coffee, so I'm super hyped right now. And we're getting ready, as you can tell from the title and the intro, for a full day of anabolic eating. There's going to be recipes from Greg Dissetti's cookbook, so it should be pretty awesome. The first one is going to be anabolic French toast. I've heard a lot of hype about this, how it's super good, from people like Will Tennyson, Jesse James West. Basically, it's a staple in a lot of people's diet, and they really love it. Now, I went shopping yesterday and pretty angry because I forgot one thing: Walden Farms low-calorie syrup. I don't know if I have any maple syrup here at all, so I may just have to have them without any sort of, topping, without syrup. Hopefully I have some sort of syrup, maybe it's higher calorie, we'll see. So, I'm gonna place up the ingredients and calories up on the screen. I know that for just 2 pieces, it's pretty low calorie, so I think I'm gonna have 4 pieces French toast. I normally see, I think, Will or Jesse do way more than that, but we'll see how 4 pieces do, and they hold me over with this cup of coffee for breakfast. It's very simple recipe, as you can tell from the ingredients. It's very few things. You got your egg whites, you got your vanilla extract, cinnamon, and sweetener. You just mix it all up, dip with the French toast, and fry it up in the pan. And it's pretty simple, so let's get right into it. Okay, we got French toast. Smells pretty good right now. I'm gonna put the calories for this one up on the screen right now. More or less it should be the same, at least I'm guessing right now off the top of my head. Tastes pretty good. The syrup would have been perfect. I just realized, what's the point of me having a fork if I don't have a knife to cut into smaller pieces? I feel like eating it like this is almost as savage as using my hands. I don't know. It's kind of like just stabbing it in and eating with this huge piece. Which I can't even eat apparently. Oh man. One thing I want to mention, shout out to Anthony Mantello. I'm sure he had this idea early on as well, but I had the idea since there's so many videos on food reviews for anabolic cookbook from Greg or from other people. There wasn't really like kind of a full day of eating, which I think would have been way cooler. And something that maybe is more relevant. So instead of having just, okay, this meal is good, more comprehensive video on a full day of eating. So I thought that would be something cool. Now, it seems like I'm just following Anthony Mantello's footsteps. Great minds think alike, so I can't complain about that. My appetite has probably admittedly shrunk too from doing cutting, and I noticed that. Like I've sometimes eaten maybe a portion of what I used to be able to eat, and I'm like, man, I'm so full, and I'm like, that's crazy compared to what I used to be able to eat. Whew, all right guys. Finished with the food right now. I am definitely very full, so drop a like for me being really full on just the first meal, so I can't wait for the rest of the recipes that I'm gonna be cooking. So drop that like, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and you like this sort of video. Drop a comment as well, but I rate that anabolic French toast overall 7 out of 10. Would be a 6 out of 10, but it was very voluminous. Taste-wise, it was all right. It was pretty good. All right, pretty good. Okay, I just contradicted myself. The taste was, okay, in between good and average. So it was definitely above average. I would say that adding some sort of topping or maple syrup will definitely make that anabolic French toast 10 times better. I would give it at least an 8 out of 10 if I had something like that. I'll have to try it again with at least maple syrup, you know, Walden Farms or whatever else I can get my hands on over here in Jersey, or low calorie maple syrup. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be giving it for now, a 7 out of 10, holding the rating for when I get some better toppings, but not a bad start to the day for my first meal. So I'll see you guys for my pre-workout meal in a little bit. Alrighty guys, this is meal number 2. It's gonna be my pre-workout meal. It's very simple. So it's gonna be the peanut butter banana PB2 bread sandwich. So as you can see here, this is all the ingredients, very simple. Oh yeah, also, so I'm gonna place calories and macros for the initial recipe over there. At the end of this, I'm also gonna place what the calories are for mine. It's gonna be a little different, obviously, because I am using white bread instead of protein bread. While that's going, let's get this PB2 and mix it together. All right, that's odd, it's -1 off. This may need a bit more water. It seems like it's still very powdery. I think I'm actually gonna end up trying it just like this, with the powdery kind of substance, just see what it tastes like with just 1 tablespoon. I'm guessing it needs a little more water, but we'll see after. The toast is ready. We'll be out of here. Crispy, kind of crispy. Here is peanut butter PB2 sandwich. I'm gonna have them both separately instead of putting them together just because of the banana slices. We'll see how it is though. I mean, pretty good. I can't complain. I mean, the ingredients are more or less identical to just normal peanut butter and banana sandwich or normal peanut butter, so not too much difference. Peanut butter is very sticky. I need to get some water from that. Gotta love the stickiness though. These are huge pieces of banana on here. Ooh. Alright. So, that was a very sticky meal. So I had to drink a decent amount of water. So if you guys do have that, I mean, PB2, same as peanut butter. So it is gonna get sticky in your mouth. Gotta rinse it down, you gotta swallow. But I would give it an 8 out of 10. So I think I should have put in more tablespoons of water. Next time I'm gonna put in a little more water, make it more consistent. You saw earlier, the texture wasn't consistent. It wasn't sticky enough like the actual PB2, so more water is not gonna do anything right, 0 calories. But definitely 8 out of 10. This could be a staple. Very easy to make, that's one thing. There's not many ingredients. And I would say it's a good, I don't know if I'd call it a full meal per se. I mean, it is pretty filling though, but it's a pretty good snack. Pre or post workout, honestly. You know, you got the banana, you got enough protein from the peanut butter, and you got a little bit of carbs in there too. So overall, 8 out of 10. One more thing, guys, I almost forgot. I'm gonna put the calories and macros for mine up here. The only difference, like I was saying before, is the white bread. So that's the difference you can see. I assume the biggest thing is gonna be a little bit less protein. That's really it. Next time, maybe I'll try the Icon meals or the Ezekiel bread that Greg was talking about. Man, it feels weird to say Greg when I'm like, that's Greg. But you're also Coach Greg, so it's like, whatever. Alrighty guys, it is time for a workout. After that sandwich, I took a little bit of a break. Funny enough, shout out again to Anthony Mantella. Same workout as you, in addition to doing a full day of an anabolic diet. So what can I say? Let's get those legs pumped up, and I guess that's the best workout you can do on an anabolic diet. Seems like that's what all we're doing. Let's get right into it. Alrighty guys, just finished that brutal leg workout, and now we're gonna do the protein shake post-workout. So typically I have in my blender bottle normally just 2 scoops of whey protein and water. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Can't go wrong with that. Don't add any extra calories or anything like that. So I'm kind of excited and have a little bit of bias because I typically don't have anything that tastes like pretty flavorful. Like I don't hate my protein shakes, but I don't love them either. So we'll see how this one goes. We're gonna be doing a chocolate PB2 protein shake, large. So you're gonna have calories over there, and then also I'm gonna put up the ingredient list. And as you can see here, we have some cocoa chocolate PB2, which is basically just PB2 with cocoa. So I don't know the difference between that versus using just PB2 and cocoa, or just this instead of adding this cocoa extra, but doing it your way, Greg. So you can comment down below and tell me why. We got some sweetener, xanthan gum. I'm gonna use Dymatize ISO 100 as my protein powder. It is chocolate peanut butter, so hopefully it's gonna taste good. And then some unsweetened almond milk, which is also very interesting because we're adding sweetener, but you can't question Coach Greg. So we're gonna see how this goes, and we're gonna place it all in that Ninja blender right there. So you can see, didn't hold the blender right, had too much confidence in the top being held down, and I forgot that it doesn't lock in. I'm not sure if it's supposed to. First time using a Ninja blender, but tastes pretty good so far. As you can see, I'm kind of a mess. So it's probably like 50 or 100 calories off of mine, but pretty consistent. As you can see here, see how it goes down very slow. It's pretty thick. It goes very slowly, but it's good and consistent right there. You can see. Yeah, I think it maybe needs to be watered down a little bit. That's my biggest thing. Taste-wise, though, it's pretty darn good. Like, I can't complain about the taste here. I mean, it's good. So yeah, I think I only got I don't even know, maybe half of it. So yeah, so I messed up there, but it's all right. We'll get them next time, and hopefully dinner, which is a protein pizza, doesn't end up the same way somehow. Overall, shake is pretty good. It's dripping now even more, but I would give it 8 out of 10. Would definitely have it every day. It is pretty similar in calories to just 2 protein scoops and water, so that's pretty good. The thing is though, it does add a decent amount of flavor. It definitely tastes way less watery, way more of an actual protein shake. And I would add maybe something to make it a little less thick. It is pretty thick. I would say maybe like 4 or 5C thick. So I mean, I don't know, but if you like thick shakes, then the formula's there for you. And now we're gonna be making the Golden Home protein pizza. It's gonna be with beef. Got all the ingredients right here. Very simple too. Some pizza sauce. You got this ultra thin pizza crust. I'm making 2 of these. We got lean ground beef, 93% lean. And instead of a slice, of cheese. We're gonna get the shredded fat-free mozzarella cheese. So we're gonna have calories over there, ingredients over there as well. This is pizza number 1. Should be done already. I am starving. That is looking really good. Wow. Alrighty guys, so we ended up getting 2 pizzas right here. How to eat this. We got like a full personal pie right here, which is nice, but I guess I'm gonna fold it up like a burrito. Now I'm gonna eat like a huge personal pizza. Oh, this is even better. This looks even more like a burrito now. This tastes pretty good, like a pizza burrito. Look at this. May even work as a better recipe with this pizza crust. We'll try to eat the second way normally. Alright, voila. There we go, we got 4 huge pizza slices here, as you can see. Looks pretty appetizing. Definitely way too much crust. Also, do you guys eat your pizza normally like this, or do you guys fold it up? Comment down below whether you fold up your pizza like this, or you just eat it with your hands on each side open. I like to double up. I'll keep everything tight, you know? This one has the least amount of beef on it. And got no beef. Oh man. I'm really starting to get tired of this crust. Definitely should double up on tomato sauce, cheese, and everything on there. It'll taste way more flavorful. Two is a lot. 2 is actually a decent amount of food. I mean, I'm starting to get full, I'm not gonna lie. I think I started eating it maybe hour and a half. That's just a pretty decent amount of time. Maybe even 2 hours after I had the protein shake. I want to really give some time, even though the protein shake didn't fully go down because some of it spilled and everything. Excuse me, oh my god, perfect. Okay, there's some newfound room for the pizza. But even though the entire protein shake didn't go down, so I didn't get as full as I thought I would be, I still want to give myself a little break. Especially since I was thinking of making 2 of these guys. I was super hungry. It's starting to fill me. I'm excited to see, count this up after and see how many calories I get and the macros, because it's pretty freaking filling. Last slice, best slice. Shout out to my boy Jesse James West. Honestly, depending on if your diet can afford it, buttering down this crust would have tasted better. Salting it even, which isn't as many calories, or more sauce like I'm saying, but wow, I'm starting to get full. I don't know if I can take dessert at this point. I originally planned to get cookies, make the cookies, but I don't know. Everybody knows the rules. One slice, or in this case, 2 personal pies. The only really downside I have to hate on is the crust is starting to really get into the taste. Very bland. I can taste it pretty easily because there's so much left over. I do have to attribute that partially to me though. If I had had just one of these, wouldn't really have tasted it, wouldn't have been that bad. I give that like the original recipe at least like a 7, and that's like pushing kinda. I know Coach Greg, you keep saying you can mix things up, substitute, whatever, that's all good. I'm trying to base it off just the recipe. I put the same amount of sauce. Probably want more sauce to cover more of the pizza. I definitely put way more cheese. I put half a cup of the shredded cheese versus this slice, which definitely gonna cover way more of that pizza. And I put more beef. The first one had 50, the second one had 63. It's a lot of beef, that's probably why I'm so full. But at the same time, it was worth it. I think if I only had 35 grams, 33 grams I think, as the original recipe called, and 1 slice of cheese and, you know, limited pizza sauce, it wouldn't have been as good. But like you said, you can add on stuff, so I would add on more pizza sauce. I'd hold the same amount of cheese, maybe a little more, but half a cup is fine. And maybe double up maybe a little bit more. Since I have a little more sauce, probably add a little more cheese. Beef was more or less fine, maybe add a little more and only have 1 big personal pie instead of 2. But I'm full. Like, that was a good meal. I'm kind of nervous for this one to see what the calories are. I anticipate it's gonna be, I don't know, I'm guessing right now. But so I think the original recipe was 350. Let me see. Where we at, Coach Greg? So original protein pizza with beef, it's supposed to only be 275 calories. I think maybe both of them together were like 700, 800 calories. I'm hoping less, but that's my guess right now. I'm gonna place the calories over there right now, so we'll see. All right, guys, so I was just cleaning dishes and that hit me super hard with how much food I just ate. I should just listen to Coach Greg, had one of those. Do not have 2 of the protein pizzas, especially if you're trying to try something else like dessert after. I was gonna have a dessert, not gonna spoil it. Maybe I'll have another video. Now I'm not having in this video. So overall review for so far from the cookbook, give it a thumbs up. It has a decent amount of recipes. A lot of stuff is based on food you probably already know and eat and are pretty easy to cook as well, as you can see throughout the video. None of it was super hard. I'm not a chef. I'm gonna put the link to his cookbook down in my description below if you guys do wanna try. I would say if you ask me to give you a rating out of 10, I would say 8 out of 10. There's definitely a few bangers in there, pretty good recipes. There are some that are a little more like I personally like, but that's the same with everyone else. You know, nobody's gonna like every single recipe. They're not gonna like all the ingredients or whatever. And that brings you to a point where you can just substitute in or get other ideas and work around it. You don't have to have every single meal as part of that cookbook if you have some other ideas or get ideas and recipes from elsewhere. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the full day of anabolic eating. If you didn't already, make sure to like that video down below, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one.